Hi, this is Christoph Glaser.
And this is Carina Asuncion, and we're from the TLEX Institute. Welcome to our Mind Matters series, 4 ways to be more efficient at work.
In the previous editions, we looked at how to effectively cope with stress and how to manage our mind. In this session, we want to look at 3 ways how to manage our time. How to be more effective at work is the question we want to ask. And there's one resource which is equally available to all of us, and that's the time. We just have 24 hours a day, but so much to do, so many responsibilities, deadlines, challenges, interpersonal relationships to take care of at home and at work. So in that age of a digital revolution, which has changed the dimension and the speed we operate in on this planet like nothing else before, the question occurs, how can we make best use of our time? How can we be effective and still be smiling? And in TLEX we suggest the first step to effectively manage our time would be to manage ourselves. So let's look into that.
It's about knowing what we want and what we would like to achieve, keeping focus on clear, high-value goals. It's about developing quality habits, because our habits have a profound impact on our personality, and our personality defines the quality of our lives. It's about being present and doing the right things at the right time. And when we know how to manage ourselves, all the rest takes care of itself.
Now, let us look at 3 most effective ways how to manage our time. The first way, decluttering our mind to gain quality time. We have all experienced it. Different activities take a different amount of time. But the same activity might also take a different amount of time depending on our state of mind. Maybe we have to prepare a very important presentation. The stakes are very high. We are feeling nervous. To prepare this presentation, it could take us 2 hours, it could take us 2 days, and sometimes it just flows and it takes 20 minutes. What's the difference? Many a times, it is not only the complexity of the task, but the state of our mind which makes the difference. So how can we declutter, de-stress our mind when the stakes are high, when there's lots of demand, when we do feel tensed? And here, the mind management techniques of TLEX come at hand. Breathing techniques and meditation have the power to bring our mind to the present moment so that we gain quality time for an effective work and a happy life. And if you want to learn more about this fascinating mechanism, see the previous editions of these series.
The second way to manage time is to define clear goals and prioritize high-value activities. Haven't you noticed that when you don't have a clear and focused goal, you move around aimlessly? Clear goals help us take decisive steps. It helps us eliminate multiple, unnecessary activities. Multiple activities makes us less efficient. Multitasking, which is switching between 2 or more activities or tasks, has been proven to reduce our productivity by 40%. It reduces our IQ, equivalent to 1 night of not sleeping. And in the long run, and in more chronic cases, it could lead to brain damage. So multitasking leads to many startup activities, few finished and fewer well finished. So without a clear goal, we confuse activity with productivity and efficiency. So it's the same thing as making decisions. The less clear are our goals, the more decisions and choices we make during the day, and this is really hard on our brain. And so what happens? Mental fatigue sets in, and we take shortcuts and take the easy way out, and the quality of our work suffers. Let us look at the examples of some of our leaders. Barack Obama has made a decision to only wear gray or blue suits. Why? Because he has made a choice to pare down his decisions and not to think about what he has to wear and what he has to eat, so that he can focus on activities that make sense for him. So whether it's Barack Obama's blue suits and gray suits, or Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg's signature t-shirts. These are all decisions to take away the choice from low-value activities into high-value ones. So, it is important to set our goals because this helps us focus on our activities and our choices and makes it easier to make smarter choices, and this helps us with our efficiency and our attainment of our goals.
Number 3, doing the most important thing right in the morning. What is the first thing we do when we come to office? Answering emails? Great. But which ones of the many emails we get are we answering? The easy one, the difficult ones? Or are we starting the day with a crucial conversation, a discussion that really matters? Are we doing a piece of creative work or that one piece of work which is really bothering us, which is giving us that tension, that stress? Where do we place the most important work in a day? Well, today's science suggests it should be in the first 2 hours of the day because that's when we really work at the highest level of our potential. And if we do that, we accomplish more, we do feel lighter, and it gives us a great deal of self-confidence. And we have time for what really matters.
So today we saw the 3 ways to manage time. The first one is to declutter the mind. The second is to define clear goals and prioritize high-value activities. And the third one is to do the most important thing first thing in the morning. And we also demonstrated how time management is really about managing ourselves.
This is Christoph Glaser.
And this is Carina Asuncion.
See you at the next edition of the Mind Matters series on 4 ways how to be more efficient at work.
Thank you for being with us.